So, Michael Chandler. I haven't done my video on him. I'm gonna do it right now. I also need to do predictions for this Saturday's Fight Night card. I'll try and get those done tonight if I can. But I want to make this video about Chandler, Michael Chandler. Before we get into it, though, if you like the video, subscribe. That's all I ask. Uh, lately, this channel has been growing more than I can imagine it ever going. So thank you guys. But okay. So let's go back to UFC 309. Let's go back to the co-main event. Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira was announced a while ago. Michael Chandler sat out for Conor McGregor and never got the fight. And apart from round 5, when he did those few backdrops, he really didn't have any answer for Charles Oliveira. And I do believe that Charles Oliveira is a top 3 lightweight ever. I think it's him, Khabib, and Islam, right? But for Michael Chandler, since that's the topic of this video, he loses this fight. He lost to Gaethje. He lost to Poirier. He beat Dan Hooker years ago, but he only has one win in the UFC. And that goes to show you how difficult it is to win in the UFC. Michael Chandler was a Bellator champion, and you know, I like Bellator. Obviously, it's more MMA. I have no issue with having more MMA to watch, but Bellator was always the retirement league. You know, anybody who got out of the UFC, who weren't at the top of their game, went over to Bellator, got paid money, and a lot of them became champs. Ryan Bader became a double champ. That would have never happened in the UFC if he was still fighting against people like John Jones, Gustafsson, Rumble Johnson, rest in peace, and the newer light heavyweights that we have now. Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira had his rise. Alex Pereira now is the champion. Jamal Hill, the list goes on, right? But for Michael Chandler, because of the fact that he sat out for 2 years, I don't know if he's to blame or the UFC is to blame. Well, he sat out for 2 years, and I hope he got paid while he was out, or else he should definitely ask for some compensation for that. You know, the thing is, in MMA, and I'm pretty sure every fighter realizes this, you don't have much time. You're either going for a title, you're going for money fights, which I think Michael Chandler is doing. He wants to fight Islam. He could have fought for the belt again in this time, right? And, I don't necessarily blame Michael Chandler. Well, I do blame him a little bit, obviously, because he could have just asked for the Oliveira fight when the Conor fight got canceled the first time, an international fight. Well, no, it was supposed to be December 2023, then it was early 2024, then it was International Fight Week that got canceled. Then they were talking about him returning at the end of this year, and now they're saying early quarter next year. Obviously, Conor had his issues in court with that Nikita Hand woman, but I mean, with the evidence that came out, the CCTV, I don't think he's gonna get too much of a punishment for that. It is civil court too, so like the police even dropped the case themselves because there wasn't enough evidence for him. Well, with a civil court, you don't need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt it happened. You just need to prove most of it, right? So, and the fact that Conor is nearly 40, lightweight, he ain't coming back, man. I I hope I'm wrong. Even though I'm not a big fan of Connor, I cannot deny he makes the sport more entertaining. He brings more eyes to the sport, and that's only a net positive for everybody, right? More fans, more new fighters, more eyes, more money, more big fights, right? But like I said, 2 years. That was 2 years out of Michael Chandler's prime. What is he now? He's. Let me look up. Uh, real quick, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna turn this down so you don't have to hear my annoying keyboard. But Michael Michael Chandler is he is 38. Oh, he's 38. Yeah, and he took. When was the last fight? He took a year and 4 days, or 2 years and 4 days. Sorry. That Michael Chandler was out. You know, he lost to Dustin Poirier by submission. He knocked out Ferguson before that. He lost to Justin Gaethje to decision. Lost the first Charles fight by second round TKO. That was a title fight. And his debut, he knocked out Dan Hooker in the first round, which aged to be a really good win. And that will be another good opponent to give Michael Chandler next, since Dan Hooker is back on his rise. You know, blonde hair Dan Hooker. But like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure he would have been paid millions and millions of dollars on top of pay-per-view, on top of everything for that Conor fight. But those are 2 years wasted. I really did respect when Charles Oliveira didn't take the Conor fight. He left that out for Chandler if Conor comes back. But like I said, he could have won a championship. Maybe not against Islam. He could have had probably 4 to 6 big fights. You know, obviously, like I said, he would have made more money in the Conor fight. But, like, I know he's raw off. He has a YouTube channel. He's a big star. He can go into movies if he wants. He can do whatever he wants after after his career. Well, like I said, man, you only get a few years in the UFC. John Jones just beat Stipe Miocic. You know, you can say what you want about that fight. Stipe not being what he wasn't. Stipe being old. But still, that was John Jones 15 years into his career, going up into heavyweight and having success. Cyril Gahn wasn't a threat to him in the ground game, but he definitely was a threat to him in the stand-up. He was able to beat Cyril Gahn, right? John Jones is younger than Michael Chandler, too. John Jones is the same age as Conor McGregor, right? It's, I don't know. I hope, because of the fact that Michael Chandler called out Holloway, he called out Gaethje, those are two good fights. Gaethje is on his downfall, too. We know that, sadly. But it'd be still a fun fight. He wants Max Holloway. That'd be another fun fight. I would favor Max Holloway in that fight, though. But yeah. It's kind of sad, man. It really is. I know that Michael Chandler said his plan was to defeat Charles this year, defeat Islam next year, and then defeat Holloway next year, too. I don't see that happening, man. I really don't. I love Chandler too. He's entertaining, in and out of the cage, super smart, super nice guy. But yeah, um, yeah, it's four losses now. He's 2-4 in the UFC. Not everybody succeeds in the UFC though. And even though he's losing fights, like I said, he's making a shitload of money. But I don't know. I just wanted to make this video on Michael Chandler. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about his last performance? And what do you think about his recent call-outs? And, like I said, man, the guy could be champion right now. And we will never know. Other than that, thanks for watching. Later.